Hey everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, my name is Renee, and today we are cleaning up this mess behind me. I used to work from home and I quit my job. So if you want to know why I quit my job, where I'm going, what I'm about to do, keep watching.
Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. Still not understand.
Alright y'all, so as I'm talking to y'all, I'm gonna be packing up my stuff. So how do I want to put y'all? You know what? Let me move y'all. Hold on. Okay, this angle is so much better. But anyway, this company I was working for, the name. Do I want to say the name? I don't want to make it seem like I'm bashing them, so I'm not gonna say the name. But just know it's a remote company, and I was considered a chronic care manager with this company. The first reason, there's only two reasons why I'm leaving. The first reason why I'm leaving is because they labeled me an RN, but I was still getting LPN pay. And the only way for me to get RN pay with this company is if I were to go into a supervisor or manager position, which they didn't have any openings for that. But even if they did, I don't even think I would have wanted it, to be honest. Like I'm not a manager. I'm not a supervisor. So all of the post-it notes I had. But anyway, the company, what did I do? So daily, I would call patients. The most I ever had was 181 patients, but you can get up to 200, and I think it goes to 250. You can get monthly. Like as you go on, like they add on to your patient workload. Each month you get more patients. So I was at 180 something patients I had. I would call these patients daily, and as I would call them, I would basically just check in on them. Like I said, I was a chronic care manager, so the patients who have chronic conditions, we kind of like help them manage their conditions from home. And that's basically like what I did on a, where's the other, my bad y'all, I'm trying to find the mouse pad. But yeah, that's basically what I did on a daily basis. What was really nice about the company is like they sent you everything you needed, so I never had to like buy anything at all. It came with I can show you everything that came. It came with they sent me a laptop. Make sure none of my sticky notes are in here. Okay, they sent me a laptop. They sent me a screen. Let me show you how. Oh, hold on. My address is on that side. They sent me a screen, or monitor. My bad. The mouse, the headset. I don't know what you want to call this. The thing that you can plug in more like little cords in, and then laptop carrying case in case you wanted to like work somewhere else, I guess. And then, you know, like the little cords and whatnot. So basically they set you up with everything that you need. All you need is internet, basically, and they would like you to like hardwire, I guess it's called, your stuff in. But the company, everyone that I encountered in the company, they were really nice. I really liked my manager. Like, she was really cool and she was really chill. Let me tell y'all the main reason why I'm leaving. The main reason why I'm going is because I know they was gonna fire me, and I'm not gonna sit around and have you fire me. If I know you're gonna fire me, I'm gonna go. You know what I'm trying to say? So the reason why I knew that they were gonna fire me is because you have to bill. Now, when you call these patients, the way they keep track is based on like how many people you bill daily, right? So the minimum you had to bill was 8 people daily. And in the beginning of the month, I would always like knock that out of the park. I would always like bill 8 people or more, right? But like towards the end of the month, it was like people didn't want to answer their phone. And that's the thing, like you can't control if people don't answer their phone. So you would get in trouble if you didn't bill 8 people. Now, how am I going to bill 8 people if they don't answer the phone for me to bill them? You know, because you have to be on the call with the person, you know, do like your check-in and, you know, your conversation or whatever you're doing, and then bill them. So I had got spoken to about, dang, how many times? Like at least 4 times about me not billing enough people daily, and it would always be at the end of the month. My manager would call me and show me my productivity, and in the beginning of the month it would be high, and then like towards the end of the month it would drop. And like I said, I had no real explanation for it. Literally, I would call the people on my list, and some would answer and some wouldn't. You get to know like the patients and like who answers and who won't answer, what time of day they'll answer. But there were some people who would just never answer their phone. So I'm just like, I don't understand like how I'm getting in trouble for not billing enough people when I can't control that. You know what I'm saying? But I do get it. Like it's a business and they're there to make money. And if the patients aren't being billed, they're not making money as a company. So I get it. You know, I'm not mad. But my manager would call me and she would talk to me about it and try to find out how she can help me basically be better. I liked my manager. She was cool, or is cool. So then I noticed that after my manager would call me, I know one of the times she did call me with, I think it's her supervisor or my supervisor. I don't know who she was, but I know that she was another supervisor. So 2 supervisors started to be on the call. So then to me, it was like, okay, so now I saw it as like, y'all are like kind of like building this case, I guess, in my head. Since it's not in person, y'all know when you're in person at work, they give you like a written warning or like a verbal warning, and then they write up like a disciplinary action or whatever it may be. So I've never worked remote before. So I'm just assuming that was the equivalent. Like her just talking to me was a warning, and then her talking to me again was like, okay, strike 2. Then her talking to me with another supervisor was kind of like the next level. So I kind of felt like they were like documenting the steps they were taking to coach me, and so they would have proof to say, okay, like we coached her, we did XYZ, nothing's changing. So yeah. So the final straw for me was the last call I got with my manager, and she said to me like, yeah, you know, you need to call people until you bill like X amount of people daily, and stay on, even if you gotta call like 40 people in a day. The minimum was 25 people you had to call daily. But she was like, oh, if you have to stay on and call 40 people, stay on and call 40 people to hit your goal or whatever. I didn't really love that, because who want to stay on like that long to call 40 people? You know what I'm saying? But one of the last things that she had said to me on the call was, if I don't hit the numbers that I'm supposed to hit, it's not gonna end well for me. And then I said in my head, you don't gotta tell me twice. You don't gotta tell me twice. I was like, good to know. Next day, I typed up my 2 weeks notice and was like, there you go. I'm like, you don't gotta tell me twice that I need to put some pep in my step, or like switch something up, or it's not gonna end well for me. I already know what that means. I have never been fired from a job, and I plan to never be fired. Hopefully, never be fired from a job. So if you're already telling me them signs and things like that, like I hear you loud and clear. You're not gonna tell me twice, like I said. So those are the 2 main reasons why I left. I know some people might say like, oh, well, if like you have the opportunity to call 50, 60 people in a day, go ahead and call that many people. First of all, my work hours were, so the job was real flexible. My work hours were from 9. You can clock in anywhere from 9 and clock out 7 p.m. I didn't call people who were in my time zone. There were like it was an hour difference. The people I were calling, but who want to stay on the phone that long and calling people all day long? And you hit a certain point where like you just like tapping out. Like, yeah, man, I'm done. I do understand that like some people would I guess like fought for it more. But hey, y'all apply for that job if that's the case. But it just wasn't in me. I didn't like having a job that I was measured on how many people I bill. I'm not knocking the company because hey, get your money. But I just don't want to. I just don't want my productivity to be measured on how many people I bill. It would have made more sense to me if it was measured on how many people I call. And if you're telling me like, yeah, you're not calling enough people daily, I need you to start calling like 40 people a day, then I would understand. But like, you're telling me something that's kind of like not in my control, whether somebody answers the phone or not. But yeah, guys, that's the main reason why I left. I don't want to pop this. Oh, that's the main reason why I left. Like I said, everyone that I ever worked with there was super nice. I don't dislike anyone there. I'm just saying that the job was not, I don't know how to take that off. I'm just saying that the job wasn't for me. Now, what do I plan to do with my life, right? That's the next question. So, I have been going on interviews, and there is a job that is in the works right now. I don't want to speak on it yet, because I don't know. I just believe when you speak on something too early, it doesn't happen. So I'm going to keep that one a little quiet for now, but just know that it is a job that I believe I'll be happy with because of the long-term benefits. But I have been on 3 different interviews. There's a 4th job that I'm going to apply for. I will tell you the fourth job I'm going to apply for is an aesthetic job, and it's a part-time job, and they hire people with no experience because they'll train you. And a lot of the comments and the reviews about the job said that it's a good stepping stone for someone who wants to get into aesthetics because they'll teach you everything that you want to know. So, and it's part-time, so that's great because I'm going to be there every day. So fingers crossed. I'm gonna apply to that one actually today. So if that one comes through, like, y'all are definitely gonna know. But the main job is one that I'm gonna hold on to for a little bit. But yeah, I just wanted to, I guess, give an update. I don't even know how I'm packing this box, y'all, because I kept everything they sent it to me in. Oh yeah, I kept everything they sent it to me in just so I didn't have any like problems when it was going back. Because honestly, I already knew that this job wasn't, when I took it, it wasn't like a lifetime career job. So yeah. But anyway, like I was saying, oh yeah, you get a keyboard. I don't think I mentioned that. But like I was saying, yeah, I just wanted to tell y'all that. I feel like every time I come up on here, it's about me quitting a job or me starting a whole new job. But honestly, let me tell y'all something. If you're not happy in the position that you are, I feel like, in my opinion, don't be afraid to try something new, because this is how I feel, right? This is just me. I feel like, God forbid, I wake up. No, God forbid, I'm not here next week. I don't want to die doing something that I hated. I want to feel, I know I'm never going to be like 1,000% happy with like working a job, because you know the dream is to not work. You hear me? But I'm just saying, like, if I have to work, I would just like to be in a job where I am, I guess, satisfied or like happy in, or I wake up and I be like, dang, time to go to work. But then, you know, I get over it. But I've not had that feeling in any job, and I would like to have that feeling, and I feel like I should have that feeling. I have so many years still to work. I'm not trying to be miserable in a job every single day, you know? And I want a job that I have a good work-life balance. This job here, it was a Monday to Friday job, and I had weekends off. So I used to do 12-hour shifts, and I hated it because it was so long, but it was so long doing something I didn't like. So one of the jobs I'm hoping for is actually 13-hour shifts, but I do have, you know, more days off. The 5-day-a-week thing, it's okay, but I don't know how I feel about going to work every single day, like waking up and like having to clock in every day. I don't know if that's for me, but we're gonna see when this other job comes through, because it's gonna come through, how it goes. But like I said, guys, I just wanted to give y'all an update on that. Let me put this down because I don't even know all the pieces that I'm putting away. But like I said, I just wanted to update y'all about my job. So as of right now, I feel like I say this like every other month, I promise you, but I feel as of right now I'm jobless. I am not stressing it. I felt like before, like I would stress every time I didn't have a job, and things always work out in the end for me. So, you know, God got me, so I'm not stressing it. I know I'm gonna have a job before we're in April. I know I'm gonna have a job before April is over. So I'm not stressing it. But yeah, guys, that's it for this video. I mean, I don't know how long it is, but I wasn't trying to make it super long. But yeah, that's it for this video. Shouldn't have to tell y'all by now, but like this video. It should be like a muscle reflex by now. You'd be like, oh, Renee posted a video, like, you know, just be a muscle reflex by now. But like this video, guys. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.